3, 2, 1. Good morning, boys and girls, and how are we doing today? So let me get the let me get the stuff popped out here. We'll do the thing, and we got some stuff to talk about. And I think it's going to be a good day. And we have my little nightmare back there, so at least for the time being, he will be slowly raising my blood pressure.
I'm just slapping you.
So let's get this chat popped out. Copy. Now you need to remember my old HTML so I can get things finally fixed with this with this whole chat thing. Put that back. It's for Easter. Because I remember this chat thing did work rather well at one point. Anyways, let's get this shared around and then we can start talking.
What is this, Dom? What is it?
That's a template for my shoes.
But it's made out of leather.
Yes, it is made out of leather.
Float up in the sky.
Okay, and we're shared around here.
But you can work
And shared here.
it. It sounds like Mama.
No, it doesn't now.
It sounds like Mama coming down.
Sounds like Mama coming downstairs.
Hi, Mama. Are you coming down the stairs?
Alright, so let's see if I can remember how to do this so I can make it look nice.
This is made out of
So it's
You made it out of leather?
CCS code.
Dom made it.
Dom made it. Did you help?
I helped.
So you made it too. That is so cool that you can make stuff out of leather. That is so neat. What are you doing to that door? The door is so silly. What did that door ever do to you? What did he do to you?
Okay, let's see.
Oh my goodness. You're such a stinker. Hey. 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 Hey.
RGBA.
You just hit the door.
Did you know?
He did hit the door. And Mom said, "What?" That's supposed to be.
Hi. Give me this baby.
Hey, no! I'm gonna stay in the office.
Give me this baby.
I'm gonna stay in the office.
Give me this baby.
No, you wanna leave me.
What?
Oh boy.
Baby.
You guys see what
But
I
there's
deal with in the
lots of
morning?
candy in there.
There is a whole bunch of candy in there. Yoink!
No! Put it up here.
Come and get it.
Oh boy.
I need it. I need it.
Well, you can have one piece of candy if you stay out here with me and watch Libby.
Alright, so I'm still working on this custom chat thing. Let's see, there's gotta be something here I can find. I mean, ideally, if... No, these are all things here. Let's see what this one looks like. Let's see what this one does. Alright. Let's see. Chat window size. I don't need that. Change text and background color. Ooh, look at that. Okay, guys, I think I found something here useful. So I'm going to give myself a little treat. Because I can. See what that does. Getting all fancy, I know. Can someone just type something in the chat screen so I could see if this is doing anything? Font size 1 EM. So let's do it 10. Let's see what that does. Anyone here talking? Is anyone even in here in the first place? I don't know. Because I actually got some stuff to talk about once people start shielding up. I also realized that everyone gets messed up with the whole time change. Was it last week? Was daylight savings? And like most of the world doesn't follow daylight savings, and what else is there? Yeah, most of the world doesn't even follow daylight savings, and not even some states follow daylight savings, and some people do this, and something. It's confusing. Confusing. So I expect a few people to filter in later. Or just some random watchers. think I can type in my own chat. I mean, it's visible, but it's still way too small. 10, let's do 50. Nope, still tiny. Does it do pixels? No. Well, that didn't work. I just nuked the whole thing. Oh well. Say something else there. So let's try this again. Does anyone know custom CCS code? I know back in the MySpace days, I used to be good at this sort of thing. And why is that making noise? You should not be making noise. I do not like that. Good morning. Let me. Oh, good morning, Michaela. Does the new chat work? So, okay, let me. Okay, so it's working now that you're in here, talking to me. But here's the thing. I want the side, like in the old OBS I had on the laptop. I was able to change the size of the font, so that you can see the green bar on that side with live chat at the top. It filled the whole thing. So, but it was also legible. So I'm trying to figure out, because I just updated everything, and they put the CCS custom CCS box option back into the chat properties, and now I need to figure out what code I can type in there to make it work. Stupid updates. Well, before, I wasn't able to do anything to the chat, just display it. So, I don't know. It's a pain in the butt. And because this is one of those things I don't do every day, I have no memory on how to do it. Like here it says, now I'm on -11.com, blah, 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 blah. And it's saying here, you know, window.classic.window_chat system message, you know, blah, blah, blah. Color, so, you know, something. Font size. Font-size, :space, 1EM. I don't know what 1EM stands for, but apparently that's how it does its thing, but it's not really working in my case. So I'm going to see if there's something else in here that does its thing, but I think this is just for that one chat type. They might use a different all right, here's this one took me to Reddit. Okay, I'm using OBS Studio and I set things as Streamlabs for the chat box overlay. All right, so that took me to Reddit. Not quite what I needed. Let's see what this does. Congratulations. Okay, that took me to... Okay, I think I found something here. Okay, that's not quite what I'm looking for, but we're getting much closer. I think, maybe. I'll leave that one up though. At least this one doesn't hijack your battery, so you have to buy a new one. This is true. That is very true, but it's still a pain in the butt. Like, I just want... Let's try this one. Michaela, how I missed the days of MySpace coding. Well, I mean, to a degree, yes, but also no. $50 pixels. Let's do 100 pixels. Let's see if that does anything. I mean, that's starting to get better, but it's still not exactly what I need. All right, so this is the closest I've found, but it's still not working for me. Maybe I need to update everything again? I don't... I don't understand what's going on. I'm not good with computers. I used to be. That was many, many moons ago. Anyways. Alright. I'm done with this for now. Good morning to you. I'm trying to make the font over here. There's in the update. So this is being the text here is being imported from YouTube into OBS, which is then being streamed back to YouTube, so people can see me interacting and talking with people. However, it's just too small, and it used to be able to be very legible in the live chat section. So they just did an update and put in CCS coding, custom CCS coding for the chat scrolls. I'm in there trying to figure out, just make the font bigger. I just want it bigger so it's legible. 100 pictures on 100 pixels on a virtual wall, 100 pixels on a virtual wall. And you can see no difference at all. No, you can't. So that's what I'm trying to do, and maybe I'm just getting myself flustered. I'm no good with things I can't fix without a hammer. So what can I say? I'm a simple man. That being said, let me just pop this guy off here for a second because that'll be the easiest way to show you. I have my laser all set up, guys. And I have my 3D printer set up. So I need to learn how to use those. The printer just uses a plug-in chip that I can swap back and forth. So that's fine over there. This guy here, however, came with this dinky little cable. And I need one that's like 12 foot long. I got this one, I got a 6-foot cable. Before I can go through and install things and figure it out. So annoying. Let's see, mech. In MySpace, I would go from a small number to something drastic like 800 pixels and keep going up times 2. Well, that's what I did. I did like 20, 25, 28 to 50 to 100. Yeah. I'll give it one more shot. Let's do something like, let's do 200. $400. $800. All right, so let me flop this guy around here for you. So you can see what I've been messing with. So you see I got it moved. But the pixels and stuff aren't actually changing. (1,600 pixels). No change. Tried EM. No change. The only change I can find is if I make the chat screen giant. But everything in the chat screen now is I mean, the chat screen's now like enormous. I'll show you. I mean, that's visible. That's legible. I'd still prefer it a little bit bigger, but then I'll be encroaching into the video side of it. Anyways, I can't. This is where it's gonna stay, at least for now. I'll mess with it later. This is like one of those last things. Like I still need to get like a little scroll work, running across the bottom, and a chat scroller running across the bottom, and stuff to do. But this is the one thing that's bugging me the most. Just because, Anyways, all that aside. That works. It works for now. But, whatever. So I need to get a longer one of these. I need to find like a 12-foot one. I have one that's 6 foot, not even close to cutting it. Even if I move the tower and everything, it's just not going to fit. It's not going to work. So I need to find like a 12-foot USB cable. And then I need to get those all wired. I have power strip. There's a thing over there. And then hopefully by the end of next week, swords will be finished and delivered, and the rest of this room will be fit out with the rest of the furniture in here. That way I can finally get this space organized. And then I can move on to doing the bedroom and stuff. Or any other large jobs that happen to come down the pipe. So, and I'm going to need to test it out, but I think I might need to get some sort of like a fume hood or something for the printer, so it doesn't set off the fire alarms. And I'm definitely going to have to get a cutting mat. Maybe I'll just take this cutting mat here and put it underneath. But it's also not level. Something about my table here, that back corner drops off. I don't know why, but I'm gonna have to figure that out. Maybe move some things around or shim it up. But that back the back end of the table here drops down a little bit. Get that fixed. I might even just move this whole leg over. And I guess it depends on how long a cable I can get. Maybe I can swap the position of the printer and the engraver here. One thing I want to do when I do get this engraver up and running is I want to get some steel sheet or aluminum sheet, paint it black, and then I think aluminum would probably work best. Blacken the whole sheet, and then make my own custom business cards. just burn the, just enough to burn the paint off. So it's just small things that need to get, small adjustments and stuff that need to get made here, and maybe yeah, I definitely need to move this leg because I can't open the file cabinet all the way, so I'm gonna open the file cabinet, undo this leg, move it, redo it, and then I think when I get the whole shroud and stuff, I'm gonna see how everything, if it flattens out and straightens up or what it does. So it's just small adjustments that need to get made for this to work. But yeah, it's annoying, don't you think? I'd rather think everything just work out just fine, but I guess life wouldn't be that fun. So another thing I want to try and mess with is trying to replicate this bag in leather of some sort. It probably won't end up being as nice as this, but we can try. Because this thing has a lot of functionality. Ucola bag. It's trademarked, so I can't copy it exactly. And I think there's a few small things I'd like to change about it, but otherwise, the basic idea is it's a pretty good bag. A lot of compartments in here. You got a compartment here. You got a whole thing for pens, thing for like credit cards and stuff. You got this doobly-doo on there, so I'm assuming that's like for keys or something. You could throw your keys in there on like one of those little zippy things and have them popping out through there. You got a little attachment point here. I mean, you could run something through this guy here. Nice little leather there. A little pocket over here for chapstick or a small vape or something. So you got these two pockets. This one's just a big pocket. And you got this zipper pocket here. Another pin thing. You have a top pocket, which is nice and deep there. You have this pocket here, which actually fits my big ass phone. You have another zipper on the back. It's quite an expansive thing. Getting a million messages. So, swords are finally coming along good. I'm finally starting to figure out how to fix the fullers that are in them, and I spent basically most of Thursday and Friday fixing the fullers, and I got the dagger etched and finished. Blade-wise, I still need to do the bolster and then attach it to the handle material, which after the bolster I'm actually going to have to keep everything from that point on confidential, just because of the nature of the client, the nature of materials and stuff. needs to be kept confidential, which kind of sucks because it's a really cool project, but no, I understand. But yeah, that's coming along really nicely. I need to, on my way to the shop tomorrow, I need to stop and get pick up the wood for it. I also need to get some little springs, because what I'm thinking is getting a, because I have like a little cutout ricasso type thing. I'm thinking about getting a pin that'll slide through there, that in its closed position or whatever will lock through that and keep everything nice and tight. And then you press a button and it'll slide that thing over so it has a slot that the blade will be able to pull out through. So that's my next big project on these blades, and I'm going to be working on that while the two swords are in their acid etch, so that by the time everything's said and done, I should be able to deliver everything by Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday should be able to deliver everything. I'm thinking, because those blades, though, the swords are going to have to etch, I think, most of the day. I had the dagger etching for like 4 hours, but it wasn't like cold. So the colder the acid, or the colder the ambient temperature, the longer it takes. It's just a chemistry thing. And 1095 doesn't want to etch very fast, and the 15 and 20 almost completely resists it. So I think I'm going to set those in the acid and just forget about them all day. Well, not forget about them. I'm going to go over and agitate them and wipe them off on a continual basis, but basically just write it off as they're in there, that's where they're living for the next 5 hours, 6 hours. So it's a bunch of small things right now at this point, but it's like 30 small steps, because making the sheath, or the walking stick section of the cane sword, isn't difficult. It's just, carving it out like a regular sheath, but instead of having it as making a regular sheath for it, you just turn it into a tube. Basically, instead. No problem. Nice and easy. But there's a million of those little steps. So I need to get the cane bottom stoppers, because he specifically asked for that. My personal cane doesn't have anything. It's just a wooden bottom with the end grain, which, as far as I've been able to tell, I've been using that cane for like 4 years, 5 years. I have no grip problem on it. But, it's just one of those things that just needs to get done. Charlotte, it's going to feel really good finishing up the swords. I can't wait to see them. I know, right? This has been such a long project, an expensive project, both in terms of what I'm charging, but also in terms of what I'm putting into it, that I'm going to celebrate when I get to deliver them. I'm thinking about actually taking some of that white leather that's in the shop and wrapping them all and sealing them in, doing a nice like fine twine wrap on all 3 blades, and then packaging them grouping them all together and sealing everything with my wax seal, just to give that little final kiss to them, you know, because I really want to wow this guy. He's actually the one who bought me the laser engraver. And Caleb, morning Chris, sorry haven't been in touch, have a lot going on. How you doing? Dude, I'm doing fantastic. I wish you'd be able to stop by the shop and see some of the stuff I'm working on. I think you would be out of your mind actually being able to see and hold some of these things, because things have grown so much since you had to leave, that I think you would be highly impressed with the progress of just the space, not alone some of the projects I've been working on. But I'm sure you've seen a lot of them on Facebook. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I have a lot of things going out, and once these swords are done, I'm actually going to be applying for my LLC and become an official business. So, I can start doing tax write-offs and stuff, and get a separate bank account for Knightsmith, just so that I can kind of keep the finances separate, just to really get everything together and nice, Tax is always fun. Yeah, like shooting a hole in your foot, fun. But the thing about this is, though, because it'll be an LLC, I can start writing off things. Basically, anything I shoot as a video, I can write off all the materials for. So, like, I'm building a bedroom for myself. But if I film it, I can write all the material for those projects off as a loss. Using this computer, I can write that off. I can write off my internet. I can write off the square footage of this room. And, as a percentage of the house, I can write off the rent. I can write off a part of the electric bill. I can write off part of the internet. So it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot to do. However, there's going to be plenty of perks that it's definitely worth it. Does that make sense? Makes sense. That's good. So it's going to be a pain in the butt. But then I'll be able to get my but then I'll be able to, get, protection. So like if something happens at the shop or someone sues me, they're suing the business, not me personally. So I can't lose, anything that I own outright. Like, all the tools and everything right now I own outright. But if someone sues me, I can lose everything. I have zero protection. So making that LLC, yes, everything that the company buys from that point on won't belong to me and can be lost in a lawsuit or whatever. However, all the tools that I keep that I bought previous are safe. So it's kind of, you know, it adds protections. I get discounts on a lot of things. You know, I can write off a lot of things on the taxes, and it kind of shelters me in a pretty substantial way. So, yeah. So these swords are kind of going to be like the end of doing Knightsmith as a hobby, and starting it off as a professional company. Well, as Knightsmith grows, it's going to need some sort of protection. Yeah, so that's why I'm going to go with an LLC. It'll help. It'll just help protect everything and keep everything, you know, on the straight and narrow. And then that way I also I'll build an army. There will be no one to mess with you. That would be awesome. You know, it'd be even better if you can get that army to buy everything off of me. But, you know, it's just a little something. So, what projects have you guys been working on? Caleb, have you gotten any further on building your own business? Because I knew you were cleaning out the last time we talked. You were cleaning out your uncle's garage or whatever, and trying to find homes for certain tools and stuff, and trying to get some space. Have you gotten anywhere on that? Let's see. I haven't. I've been extremely depressed just trying to keep it together for right now. I understand that. I know that for real. Yeah. So, yeah, I get that. A lot of things can really get you to a point where it's difficult to continue. I hit those points sometimes myself. Personally, I found that if I always have goals and deadlines, I'm able to kind of brute force myself into pushing forward, even though that doesn't really do much for my mental state. But it keeps me moving until that mental state's able to resolve itself for me. And Caleb, it's not off the table, though. I'm just waiting till I'm feeling mentally well enough, and that's fine. I know starting is very overwhelming, and it can be very taxing, mentally, physically, financially, emotionally. It's difficult. There's no shame in saying that it's difficult and taking some time, some extra time to get everything together and situated first. Hell, it took me 20 some years to get to this point. And there have been whole years where I didn't touch a tool or sketch a single thing. There have been years where I took a year off YouTube just because of everything that was going on, and I wasn't able to make content, do anything. It happens. Don't beat yourself up for it, though. And tell you, maybe by next year I'll start doing my sculptures. Hey, that'd be great. And there's nothing saying that you can't, even if you can't get the, do all the silicone work and stuff right now, that you can't, sketch a few things and maybe write down some ideas. And that way, by the time you're ready to start, you already have 40, 50 ideas, and you can just, I'll start on that one. I'll start on this one. I'll do that. So, yeah, it's there's a lot to do, a lot to think about, getting started, and some of those things are some of the most, it's the most difficult part. It really is. Caleb, I just know if I'm not ready to start and I try, I'm going to burn out and it will be a big fail. Well, no, it won't be. Because even if you push yourself and get to a point and you feel burnt out, you step away. When you're able to come back to it, you just come back and keep pushing. I know, but that's something we both doing. I'm just the designer. Then start designing. Just write down the ideas. Write down some sizes you want to try out. Maybe get a couple quick, just very basic sketches, line sketches, a couple things. I'm not saying go crazy and make a 3D or an isometric drawing or anything else like that. But if you're able to just get, the more ideas you're able to get down, and just create a folder and just start sketching and throwing your sketches and your little notes and stuff into that folder. I did that for a year and a half before I started making armor. I didn't have any of the tools for it. I didn't have any experience. I just kept printing stuff offline that I wanted to try and research and start throwing shit in a folder. And by the time you're ready to start, you already have a large base to start from. So basically, you're just padding yourself out till you're able to start either physically or mentally. It's just a small thing. Anyways, guys, that's the hour. So if you're new here, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I actually have the video for the sport undone, and I will be it's like half edited. I still need to do the voiceover, get music to it. I need to get my splash screen into it. I need to get my splash screen into this too. That's still over on the thing right now, I think. Do I have resources here? I do not have a resources thing in here. OBS resources? Yeah, I don't have it here. So, but that'll be released soon, and that'll give there's a big update thing at the end on, but it's like a 10-minute video of me building the Sporon from sketching stuff on paper to having a fully produced wearable object. I think it's kind of a cool video. I was able to pull that Sporon together in like I think 5 hours. So from start to finish, which I think is amazing, because I had no idea what I was doing starting it. Just looking at pictures online and some so I had reference photos and a basic measurement, 6x8, and when I was finished, it looked like a traditional Scottish sporran. However, which is basically what this guy is here. It's like a hip pouch, but it's the same idea. Problem with the traditional sporran is it doesn't fit cell phones or vapes very well. Just not exactly the thing they had to worry about back in the day. But that'll be coming up soon. I should have that done and out the door by next week. So that should be coming up this Friday. And then I'm going to start doing more regular videos from there. Because I think I have like 1, 2, 3, 4 videos. Yeah, 4 videos that I've queued up. One is already so the sporran one is just ready to go. Shop shoes, these guys here. I built one basically off camera just so I got the idea and the patterning down and everything else. So I need to build the other one of that and film it. Couch table, that's all filmed. I just need to go through and edit it. So yeah, we're getting there, and I have a couple weeks worth of videos almost ready to go. Back in my day, like 500 years ago, dude. Yeah. But yeah, we're getting there, guys, and they didn't have sugar yet. So we're almost done with a lot of big steps that need to get finished before I can push forward. But the videos are coming back. I have a lot of things, ready to go. Gonna be doing the LLC once these swords are finished, so should be delivering them Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, if I run into any unexpected delays. And yeah, so like, comment, subscribe, you know the deal. And when I get to what episode am I on here? I'm on episode 137. So when I get to episode 140, I'll be doing another giveaway contest. So build along. So what does that put us on date-wise? Assuming I don't miss anything. So that'd be 138, 139, 140. So it looks like December 4th, I'll be doing my build along and giveaway video. And I think I'll be advertising that here. And it's just something I'm going to pre-design something and kind of get things set up so that it'll be a nice, easy build. So an hour video, hour and a half video, you guys sit here, chat, and do the thing with me, and we should be able to get everything nice and done. And it could be a good Christmas gift for somebody or a nice little gift for yourself. I think I want to start doing these, come back to doing these giveaways, once a month or once every other month. But I think episode 140 we'll do a build video and giveaway, and I should be able to have these guys by that point working in concert as well. Should be, because I need to get I still need to get trained on them. I still need to get them up and running fully and officially. I need to figure out what is going on with this back leg here or the table. Anyways, guys, so that's the video for the week. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. And thank you for helping make this world better. one kerf at a time, and I'll see y'all next week.